Okay, so this is our rapid process video. If you want the more detailed explanation as to how our company, our process works, you can watch the other video, which should have a link to it close to this video. So in a nutshell, how our process works is you're gonna go online, you get a quote first, you're gonna get a projection as to where that car might move at. Once you book the order, you make an $89 or $125 payment, depending on if it's an open or enclosed transport. We will begin to start locating options to get that vehicle moved. Once we find a good option to move it, that's within like $100 or so of that trucking rate projection you see online, we will relay those options to you, and you can come back online. You'll see all that company info, the exact rate you'll owe on delivery, and you can sign off and give us the green light. Okay, let's go ahead and move it on that option with that truck. That's pretty much the process in a nutshell. And as far as payment goes, you owe nothing beyond that initial deposit, initial payment up front of $89 or $125. You owe nothing more until that car arrives at the destination on delivery. And on delivery, you can typically pay that final trucking rate by Zelle, Cash App, cash, or cashier's check. Question: do you have to be there on delivery? No. You can have a friend, a coworker, any responsible party can sign off on either end of the transport. The only thing we need is the keys. The car needs to be ready to go in working condition, no broken parts, wheels, all that has to be functional. In most cases and on most routes, we typically get these units set up for transport within 72 hours of whatever your first available date is. Another common question: is the first available date my pickup date? No, it's not. The first available date simply is the first date we know that we can even put any kind of truck on that order and that the car will actually be ready to go on that date. Okay, scheduling. As far as scheduling goes, we always require at least a 2 to 3 day window to get any unit moved, any unit loaded, scheduled effectively, all that type of thing. So when you're booking the order, please, if you wouldn't mind putting in the notes like the exact scheduling situation, when you're leaving, if you're leaving an area, how quick you want a vehicle picked up, like whatever your preferences are, whatever your situation happens to be. We would definitely recommend putting that in the note box. And then on the final payment screen, you can also select, I have specific scheduling needs. There's an option there, and you can select a little calendar drop down, and you can select the dates you prefer for the vehicle to be picked up and delivered. But remember, these are all projections. We need at least a 2 or 3 day window on either side of it. And also, another note on scheduling: the end of the week is a lot harder for us to get units moved. Like a Friday through a Sunday is a lot more difficult to get units picked up versus like a Monday through Wednesday. So keep that in mind when you're considering when you want to try to have the vehicle moved. You've got a much better chance at having it picked up at the beginning, the front part of the week, than you do at the end of the week. Another common question: can I put items in the car? Yes, you can put items in the car, but it's very much a gray area. We highly stress nothing beyond 100 pounds. It cannot look excessive. If you have a trunk, we highly recommend keeping the items just to the trunk. But if you really load up the car and you put 50-inch TVs in there and mini fridges, and it looks excessive and it's way beyond the window line of the car, you can see all the items of the car, believe me, the trucking company is going to want another $100 or $200 to move all these items. Things like wheels and tires are definitely going to cost you more money to move those. Like a bunch of engine parts and stuff, same thing. I mean, you can't just throw these things in there and expect trucking companies not going to want more money to move it, because they will. But in most cases, if you're just putting a few items, like a few pieces of clothing and a couple boxes, which is the most common, you don't need to select the option that we have on our final payments page. When you book the order of $100 for items in the car, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're putting a good amount of stuff in there, then we would say please check that box. And again, that doesn't go to us. That's just so we know, and it doesn't cost you anything more to even book the order. It's still just the initial $89, but that just gives us an idea that you're going to be putting good amount of stuff in the car, and we can relay that to the trucking company. That way there's no confusion when they show up to pick up the car. Okay, so that should about wrap up this video for the quick summary video. Obviously, we could go into more detail on especially the pricing and scheduling, how to get cars moved ASAP, what if I want to move a car on a budget? What if I've got a super tight scheduling requirement? What if I have an exotic, or I want like some I want the best of the best? We got a lot of those questions that we're posting. So if you want to just go to the media, go up to the top of the page, click on media, scroll down, click video. We're going to have those videos there. They should be on YouTube also, but they will definitely be there if you're on our website, airride.com. Highly recommend checking out the pricing and scheduling videos so you have a complete picture as to how the industry works, how the pricing works, how scheduling works. It will help you understand the process greatly. But anyway, we appreciate you watching this video. Appreciate you guys checking us out at airride.com. We appreciate all the support from Auto Transport for Dummies. So all you people coming from there. A lot of people find us through Midwest Exotic, which is our legacy brand, how we kind of started. But yeah, we really appreciate all the support. And if you want to get in contact with us, of course, you can hit up the chat bot, which usually we have somebody on it, or you can text us at 913-215-3113, or email customerservice@airride.com. But with that, I'll leave you guys to it. Be sure to check out those videos. We will see you guys on the next one. Happy hauling. Thank you again.